Hello everybody, this is Graham from Megavisions magazine, and today we're taking a look at the newly released Vanquish for the PC. For those that don't know, Vanquish actually came out today, May 25th, 2017. It was originally released back in 2010 on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. But it never saw a PC port, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame because it was a great game back in the day. If you don't know about it, it's kind of it's like a third-person shooter. It's got a cover-based system, a tiny bit like Gears of War, but the game is very different to Gears of War, which you'll see in a second or two. So yeah, let's take a look. Now, just full disclosure for you, I did actually play a bit of the game earlier because I wanted to get used to the controls again. The basic controls are quite simple, quite easy to pick up, but the finer parts of it are a little bit tricky. So, yep. And just like the quite recently released Bayonetta on PC, SEGA has also made it so that you can actually update the graphics, as it were. Don't go expecting brand new remastered visuals. Very similar to Bayonetta, they've sort of kept what the graphics were originally, but if you've got a more powerful PC, you can, up the resolution a bit, better textures, better shading. Yeah, so let's have a quick check. Graphics, is it? So yeah, this is what I had it set to originally. You can sort of do high, low, medium. I've done a custom. I'm going to be completely honest, I am more of a console gamer, so most of these things don't really mean much to me. But yeah, it seemed to look pretty good earlier, so stick with that. Okay, and another thing I should let you guys know, keyboard and mouse support is available. I am currently using my Xbox 360 controller though. It works really well, but yeah, let's check it out. So I'm going to start a new game for you guys. Don't care about the checkpoints. Right, I am going to keep the game on casual. I did actually test myself out on normal earlier, and while I can happily play the game in normal, I actually completed it on hard on the Xbox 360. I found it very difficult to talk and play at the same time. So I'm going to keep it to casual, make it a little bit easier so I can actually chat to you guys and show you guys some of the features of the game.
Vanquish.
Okay, just to let you guys know, this opening bit is actually a tutorial, and I freaking hate tutorials. But this one actually is a little bit different. It's kind of a little bit better. You'll see why in a second.
All right, let's proceed with functionality testing.
Skip this. I can't skip this bit, unfortunately.
Sam, I'm going to display a virtual target. Try to follow it visually.
Right, so this is just testing your aim, your look. There we go.
If things seem backwards, let me know and I'll adjust the optical nerve sensors.
You know, this is a real pain in the ass. How many times you guys gonna make me do
Yes.
It's important we have baselines, Gideon. Just because you can read a manual doesn't mean you know what you're doing.
So if you want, you can check the controls in the menu. There you go. That's pretty much it.
True. You know I know what I'm doing, so let's do something different. What's on today's test schedule?
Look, I know you're in a rush to get to the bar, but we've got a lot to go over. Passing full control to you now.
Okay, so that was the only bit of the tutorial you have to do. You can actually go to exit tutorial. If you've never played Vanquish before, I would highly recommend actually testing out some of the other tutorial bits because the game is a little bit unique in the way you move and stuff. The suit that you have, you'll see in a second if you don't know about it. So yeah, I'm going to exit the tutorial because it's a bit boring.
Very well. I think that's enough for today's test.
Good job, Sam.
That little workout made me hungry. Elena, you up for some luckies?
Okay, I'm going to skip most of the cutscenes in the game, but I think just watching the opening cutscene might be good to remind some people who might have played before what it's about, or for any newcomers, you'll see what it's about as well. So I'm going to keep this cutscene, but I'll most likely skip the other ones. Oh, one thing that should be said, and it's been highlighted by SEGA, is that all the cutscenes were pre-rendered originally back on the console version, and they've kept them that way, which unfortunately means that actually it's got a lower frame rate than the gameplay most of the time, supposedly. And it does actually result in screen tearing at times. This is something they can't really update, or they're not going to update, effectively. This is what they've told people. It's a bit of a shame, but it doesn't actually impede the actual gameplay, it's just on the cutscenes. I will also say right now, you can't feel this, obviously, but if you have got an Xbox 360 controller, it's really good, because you do actually get vibrations during the cutscenes and stuff. So bits like this, when like stuff's moving, I can actually feel it vibrating, a little bit of a rumble going on. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is actually a lot bloodier than I remember when I first played it. And for anyone who's wondering, most of the game doesn't feature any blood at all. You're mostly fighting robots. This is pretty much the goriest bit, just in this cutscene. I don't think any other cutscenes have any other gore in it. So if you are thinking of buying this game for your kids, just be aware that this opening cutscene might be a bit extreme for some people.
The Order of the Russian Star now welcomes you to the inauguration of a new Russian state.
My order is now the only authority in Russia. In 10 hours, we exercise our newfound strength once again.
There is but one way to prevent the destruction of
New York City.
your complete and unconditional surrender.
Ladies and gentlemen, President
fellow
Hillary
Americans.
Clinton.
Today has been a day of great tragedy. San Francisco will never be the same. And the toll of our war has increased by countless men, women, and children. Their loss is deeply felt by every American. To those who have committed this heinous act, we say firmly, we will not negotiate with those who wish to destroy us. Our strength is unmatched, our will resolute. We will be victorious. God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America.
I have to admit, some of the dialogue in the cutscenes is actually quite cheesy.
SEGA Providence is currently under the control of those responsible for the coup in Moscow. We believe the operation is being led by a Red known as Zaitsev. Oh yeah, this is Sam. DARPA sent him to come along with us. Men, we've got 8 hours to stop New York from becoming the next San Francisco. Make no mistake, we will stop that from happening.
Sam, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but your new friends don't seem too fond of you.
DARPA operatives take their orders directly from POTUS and SecDef. These guys are just interested in marking their territory.
Sam, remember why we're here.
Just listen to me. The American government has been betrayed by one of its own. You two are the only ones I can trust with this information. The Russian military is planning on using the microwave energy array to attack the U.S. As its designer, I cannot abide this misuse for such a heinous purpose. You know what must be done.
We'll get the professor back. This place, hell, even this suit runs on his energy designs. He's too valuable to kill.
I know.
This the toy you've been working on? Not even scratched. You did get some training in this thing, right?
Our simulators are very thorough. They did quite a number on you, huh? We could use you as a test subject at DARPA. What the fuck, man?
You're not allowed to smoke on the ship.
Woohoo! Burn. Yeah, as I say, it's pretty terrible. Like, some of the dialogue's really cheesy, but it's kind of, I guess it's kind of meant to be quite cheesy. You know, it's almost fitting with how over the top the game can be at times. I will admit, this bit of the game is completely pointless. Like, there's literally no point to this. You'll see in a second. I guess it goes to show that both you and Burns are kind of tough. And you can like handle depressurizing of spaceships. But that's literally it. That's it for that bit. That's all you did. I guess it's the cutscene. Yeah, so if you're not really following the story, what's happened is there's this space station, and on it is a scientist who has basically helped to sort of alleviate the world's energy problems. He's created new technologies and stuff, but the Russian government was overthrown in the military coup, and the Russians or baddies have basically infiltrated the space station, taken it over and captured the scientists, and then they turned the space station into a weapon, and used it against San Francisco, which that's what you saw as like a microwave weapon effectively, so people were bubbling from the inside out, their blood was bubbling and water was bubbling. Pretty gruesome stuff. But now, like, the world military powers, or maybe just America, have actually just been sent in to try and stop it. And you are Sam. You're wearing a special suit that's created partly by the scientists you're trying to rescue. And yeah, so that's it. Oh, and as they highlighted there, they alluded to the fact that there could be an insider working within the sort of US government or US military, helping the Russians. So a little bit of a twist there. As plots go, it's not the best. It's kind of generic, I guess, action movie type plot from like the 80s or 90s, but it kind of works. It serves its purpose, and yeah, as I say, the game can be very over top at times, and it kind of fits really.
What the hell's going on down here?
Get on board, sir. We're ready for wheels up. Hoorah!
Come on, you apes. Want to live forever?
course, yours is one of the only ships to actually manage to escape quite successfully. At this point I half expect them to say, clean up on aisle 5. Well, they don't. I'm not that cheesy.
The Russians have complete control of this place.
Cool, so right, we're into the game straight away. That's one good thing I liked about the tutorial at the start. That's the only bit of tutorial you really have. The rest of the game, you are in the game. There's no sort of tutorial here or anything. So at first glance, it's kind of like a standard cover-based shooter. You can pop your head up and you know, shoot enemies. You can move between things. You can also heal your allies, which is handy. And if you do, they usually drop items. But what is different to games like Gears of War or other cover-based shooters is your suit. So as we see, I can basically slide around the battle arenas, avoiding enemy fire. And what's even better is you can actually use it to slow down time as you shoot at enemies. And you use it to sort of your advantage to actually sort of go around and like find different ways around the level. Oh, I actually quite like this gun, so I'm going to steal that gun. You can hold up to 3 main weapons at once, plus some grenades. So as you see, like sliding around, it really helps, and like you can get better shots and things like barrels and stuff. And then you can command things like gun turrets and yeah, basically go behind and help your allies. Ooh. And normally what you have to do, basically, I like to imagine that each section you come to is like a new battle arena, and basically what you normally have to do is effectively just wipe out all the enemy forces. One thing I love is how stuff in the background is actually moving towards you. It's not just stationary, like it's quite the environment's kind of is always moving. Like that massive ship up there. Crap. I should point out your allies, even though you can resuscitate them, they can die as well. And you kind of get based on points at the end of each area, depending on how well you're doing. So if lots of them die, I think you do actually lose points. Okay, and it's cool when you can commandeer these things because they are quite powerful. Okay. As I say, it's always good to actually resuscitate these guys because they do drop stuff for you, which is helpful. Oh, I should also point out you get these crates as well, which you can kick open and again give you more weapons. And so if you see at the bottom of my weapons area, the one's highlighted red, that's a shotgun. If you've got full ammo on something and you pick it up again, it actually upgrades the weapon slightly. And as you upgrade, you get get more ammo and I think better accuracy on certain weapons. So that was the end of the sort of opening bit of the game, I guess. So yeah, you get like the total results, and it's yeah. Like, you can see that I've actually assisted four wounded allies, and 40 of them have actually died though, which is a bit annoying. If you see the bottom one, the Pangloss statues destroyed. They're a secret hidden on different areas or different parts of the game. Where it says total 4, that's actually from the previous save that as I mentioned before, I was actually trying to play through, just testing it out, and I shot 4 of them. So that total continues, but the rest of it doesn't, like from previous games, previous saves. But as you play through, you'll see that total mounting up, so you can sort of see how long you've been playing the game, how much cover you've used, how far you've gone as well. Yeah. This is one bit I kind of don't like about the game. At certain points when you're walking between new areas, you go into this weird first-person view. It helps to tell you a bit more about your objective or where you're going to next, but it kind of slows down the gameplay. I am actually moving the camera, by the way. It's me walking around, but it's...
Never had a girl say that to me before.
Okay, now this section, next section, if you played the demo originally on the Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3, this next section is actually from the demo, so you might recognise it if you played it before, or if you saw any screenshots from the game originally. Cool, so this is an upgrade box. Depending on what weapon you're holding, it will upgrade that particular weapon. Oh my god, they're all burning. Jeez. It's quite brutal. Okay, I'm going to pick up a sniper rifle. Sniper rifle is helpful, obviously. Hope you to take out these guys, if I can get a good shot. Oh, and there's a guy behind me, damn it. So this pistol thing is really powerful. It's like pretty much a one-hit kill for most of the robots, which is awesome. Oh, this guy's in the way. So I always like to take out the sort of big turrets and bigger enemies first, if I can. But he's shooting me. Okay, let's get down and kick ass, and yeah, let's get into the actual action. Oh, I should let you know, the suit does not go on infinitely. You do run out, it sort of overheats or runs out of energy, and then you have to wait a while to actually for it to recharge. But if you let go before it overheats, then it's fine. Wow, I'm missing that guy. There we go. I love these things. Oh, some guys just dropped a grenade. Go away. Oh, this guy's over there.
Sam, I'm picking up some sort of interference on the scanners. Looks temporal.
You think they're zapping something in?
Yeah, occasionally enemies will warp in.
Enemy reinforcements are closing in on your position.
Are there any other ways to get up top?
It looks like you're just going to have to fight through this one. The gate's open now.
Good. Let's go.
It's a big guy there. Oh, I'm out of ammo. That's not good. That's one annoying thing. Those things do run out of ammo. So if you press B button, you do actually do melee attacks. That can use up your energy though. They're really powerful, but not so good for that. Okay, so. And annoying when you run out of energy, you can't slide anymore, so it's better to do it when you can. So sliding around helps you get behind like certain enemies, like this guy. He's a pain. Okay, I'm going to skip all the cutscenes I can skip.
This is gonna be fun.
2 enemy transports approaching from the rear.
Prepare to intercept enemy transports.
The enemy is jamming me. I can't hack in.
Some of the ships, some of their drop-in ships you can destroy, but I don't think you can actually destroy those ones. Which is kind of a pain, but oh well. Am I missing someone? Is there any enemies down there? Oh, there we go. Okay.
A heat source is coming up from within the substructure.
I need a bit more intel than that.
Data analysis complete. It's highly probable we're looking at the Russian KNRB-0 Argus robot that's been at the center of the arms control debate.
Oh shit! I think I'm gonna need a bigger gun.
So cheesy. I could skip this cutscene, but I quite like it, so I thought I'd show you.
They sacrificed armor for payload capacity, so the outer shell should have some strength issues.
I think that's my favourite guy in the whole game.
Rather go all out than bother with defense. Time to hit hard and make him regret it.
Cool. So especially on casual, this boss is actually quite easy. It's kind of like an introductory boss to the game. Quite simple, just take out its legs and then shoot its core thing. And I'm out of ammo in that gun, that's annoying. Oh no. His rocket thing is quite powerful though, so you have to be careful at times. Hey. Oh, Jesus. So that's another bit I like about this game. Like sometimes some of the enemies just fire loads of rockets at you. Again, in casual they don't normally hurt that much, but in the harder difficulties they're actually pretty bad. Oh man. Ah. Oh, just picked up the wrong gun. Ah! So I just want to pick up the gun I dropped. Ah. There we go, that's what I'm after.
Can you see the core at the center of its torso?
Yeah.
That's the generator.
Burns, you hear that?
Yeah, I heard. Bravo! Everyone fire on that core!
Yeah, heavy machine gun's probably better for this one actually. Yeah, some of the bosses, not all of them, have these like sort of QTE bits. And they're normally quite different though, which is quite good. Oh, blast! Oh, smoke. That's not good. Also out of ammo. Yep. Ooh, okay. Man. Of course, as you see, it all adds up. So mission time so far, I've played 13 minutes.
Objective complete. Well done.
And one thing to note is you can go around and pick up stuff after most of the battles. Not all of them, but most of them, they sort of allow you to go around. If you missed any collectibles or anything, you can go around and pick them up, basically.
Through the gate, but keep it closed until reinforcements arrive.
I'll take this.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just carry on now. Although I do want my sniper rifle back. Thank you.
Can we adapt that teleportation system to get around the colony?
We're still working on that at DARPA.
And you haven't tried it on humans yet?
No, but when we did try it out, we had a rat who literally had its head shoved up its ass.
Figures that's the best you could do.
Hey, it'll be at least 3 more years before we can get a human in that state.
You're going to be rendezvousing with friendlies ahead. Sending over coordinates.
Yeah, I have to admit, the sort of conversations between you and Burns are kind of... they're not the best. Okay, this is something I actually want to highlight as well in the game. You very rarely see, well, in fact, I don't think you ever see any repeating sort of battlefield areas. Nothing is quite the same. You obviously have the same sort of enemies to shoot and stuff. Although they do change later on, you do actually get new ones introduced and stuff. And sometimes some of the early bosses, you actually do come back to fight as like normal enemies, basically. But they always manage to make things unique. And like, if there's an idea in the game that they use, they never like use it more than once, which is really good. Like, some games will just keep using the same stuff over and over again, which is really frustrating. Well, just to show you as well, this is one I found earlier. It's one of the statues I mentioned. I've already shot it and done a save, but yeah, they're normally gold, and then you shoot it, it turns red. But it seems to save between any saves that you have, it will stay that way, that it's been shot, which is quite good. Oh, I got, yeah, okay. So I'm going to use an EMP grenade, which is really handy, especially if you've got these sort of slightly bigger guys, because it sort of temporarily disables your enemies. It makes them freeze, so you can get a good chance of actually taking some of them out a bit better. Oh, okay. And if you get shot up enough that your health gets really low, you do go into the sort of the slow down mode, as it were, bullet time, which gives you a chance to shoot your enemies before they kill you and stuff. But it does mean your suit overheats, and you you sort of more vulnerable directly afterwards. So if you get shot afterwards, you normally die straight away, especially in the higher difficulty settings. Okay, this is actually this is a sort of another bit that talking about things are always a little bit different. So I've actually got to rescue some troops who have been captured, and some games would probably keep doing this. They'd have it crop up later on in the game, but in this they don't. This is the only time, as far as I'm aware, as far as I remember, this is the only time you actually do this. Which is so I really like that. Basically, it's it basically keeps the game nice and fresh. You don't find yourself repeating too many situations too often.
Thanks, sir. I didn't think anyone was coming for me.
All clear.
Thanks. You saved the others?
Yeah, they're already free.
They're lost. Those bindings felt great.
I don't believe this.
The gate is open. There should be an elevator on the other side.
You all hear that? That's our ticket out. Head for the elevator.
This is gonna be fun.
Okay, so you might see that I actually got a completion time bonus over on the right. If you do sections quicker than sort of like the average time, they do actually give you a bit of a time bonus, which is really good. I'll skip that. Yeah, when you come to new areas, it's always worthwhile just sort of checking out the area just to see if there's any pickups or weapons to grab, upgrades, the secret statues. Oh, Jesus. I forgot that happened. Yeah. Sometimes these events happen where things like come sort of crashing down. Sometimes they don't touch you. Like that one didn't actually touch us, but it did knock down part of the scenery. Sometimes they will actually get you if you're not careful, or the scenery will get you. Cool, so I've just upgraded my maximum capacity for my sniper rifle, which is handy. Do love a good sniper rifle. Okay, that barrier thing that just popped up is really frustrating. Because it is actually a robot in itself, and it can shoot you. So even if enemies behind the barrier are dead, be careful because they will actually pop up. See, its little head just popped up and it's sort of shooting at people. It is very frustrating when your friendly AI just gets in the way, though. Doesn't happen too often, though, I guess. This weapon, the disc launcher, I have no idea what it's meant to do. Like, every time I use it, I don't seem to actually kill anything with it.
Burns! Over there!
Ugh.
Get out of the way! Out of the way! I'll take this.
Sam, clear out! Take down the remaining Reds and get back through the gate!
Yeah, just in that cutscene then, one guy was left behind, so you have to sort of go back and try and help him, but when you actually come out here, he's not there. Oh, I'm out of the...
Not what I was after, but it'll do.
Oh, why is my EMP grenade not working? There we go. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Cool. So good, that bit's over. We've gone to the next section now.
Hold still! I'm pinned down by a fixed turret up here. I'll draw its fire, but I need one of you to get rid of the damn thing.
Have some juice.
Look at you all born again hard. Hope you can keep it up.
Not your turret, bitch, Burns. Hold still. Administering epi.
Yeah, sometimes when you're going on these against these turret guys, you have to just get in just the right position to be able to actually take them out.
Well done. You can pay me back later.
It's the RPG guy. My guys seem to hate the RPG guys.
We're clear.
There you go.
You still screwing around down here? Up top is clean and clear.
Tough son of a bitch. This is gonna be fun.
Ambush! Spread out!
Uh-oh. Can't remember, does this work? Yeah, it does work on it, good. In the high difficulty settings, that tank is actually a pain in the ass because there's two guys on the turrets on top, and they're actually, they're actually quite tough to get rid of, and it moves around a lot faster.
This is a bigger pain than I thought it'd be.
I've got 3 Victory APCs heading for you.
Something we can rely on for once. Your DARPA railguns are a piece of work, let me tell you.
Cool. Yeah. So I should probably actually talk a bit more about like how the game plays. So it plays pretty damn well. Literally as well as I remember on the Xbox back in the day and PlayStation 3. Visually, I can see some sharpness in the visuals. Certain areas of textures look, I can see better textures basically, and I think generally the lighting and shadowing looks that little bit better.
Someone blow that thing.
Sam, remember the high explosives equipped
yeah.
in the suit?
Coming right up. Fire in the hole!
So this is quite funny. They sort of, it's a convenient moment where you suddenly get explosives in your suit, but you can only use them in certain situations.
Boom. Move on through.
But yeah, as I was saying, the game, it plays really well. I think it looks really good. Obviously, it doesn't look as good as brand new modern PC games, but for a game that's 7 years old, what they've done is actually. They've done a pretty damn good job. Just like Bayonetta, they managed to make it sharper, a bit smoother. I mean, the frame rate's a lot higher. Yeah.
Enemies ahead.
They won't be.
I do remember hating the speed of the game, though. That's the thing about this game. They do seem to take a lot, or borrow a lot of ideas from lots of other games, but they never seem to overuse them, which is why I kind of like it. So that later on you've got like a bit of a chase on a train and stuff, which it's been done so many times, but they only do it the once, whereas other games will do it multiple times. There's a moving elevator bit where some enemies come up another elevator, but it lasts like 30 seconds. It's not actually a big bit of the game. Again, they never seem to outstay their welcome. They use those bits once. Oh yeah, I should probably highlight because you obviously skipped the cutscene. We've got this armoured vehicle behind us, which has got a massive railgun on it, which is meant to help us. But we're going through this tunnel, and we've got to protect it. We've got these things. If they get too close, they explode, and they damage the truck. So if they get too close and destroy it, it's sort of game over. You have to restart the checkpoint. On casual setting, it's actually really easy. On the harder settings, it's even on normal, I remember actually being a bit tough to actually kill, especially the bigger ones. Yeah, these guys, I would actually recommend using an EMP grenade, because it stops them in their tracks, and then you can happily sort of just shoot them and take them out. Or you can use that gun, because that gun's bloody powerful. That's enough on us there. So yeah, this is a bit of a slower bit of the game, which is another reason why I don't really like it much.
Mike 7-2, barricade up ahead. We cannot proceed forward. Roger, Mike 7-2. Everyone, listen up. We need to remove that barricade and continue our advance.
Ooh, Spectre walking in. Ah, he's a big guy. Not for long. Who's shooting me? Oh, that guy. Okay, so yeah, I need to place some more bombs here.
That's not going to be enough to take down the barricade. You need to place another set of charges. The APC is still stuck. You need to remove that barricade.
Yeah. I know.
Explosive set. Take cover.
Good. Now get out of there, Sam. I'll let you know when you're outside
Oh, yeah.
the blast radius.
Listen to her as well. She says she'll let you know when you're outside the blast radius. You do need to be like where she tells you, because even from this distance, you will die. Ooh.
You're safe to detonate now.
There we go. Got it.
Everyone move on through.
Whoa.
Mike 7 is taking fire.
Still picking up signs of enemy activity. Proceed with caution.
They aren't gonna go away. When do we get out of this tunnel?
Still a ways to go.
Okay, here we go. Ooh, I think I just crushed a few of my men. Oh, God. Why didn't they get out of the way? What is wrong with them? That's kind of silly, in a way. Oh, smack. These little robot things are creepy.
We're clear. This'll come in handy.
Whee, there we go. Okay, I might just do a little bit more of the game and then call it an end there because it's getting up to close to an hour. I just basically wanted to show you a quick bit of the game. Yeah. Okay, what's going on here? Oh.
It's collapsing! Calm the fuck down! Everyone group up! Shove some tungsten up this tunnel's ass! Roger that!
Whee!
This colony won't be walking straight for a while. Straight shot to the core of the colony now. Keep moving.
Wait! Your path is obstructed ahead.
There another way around?
There should be a large service lift ahead on the left. Use that to head up.
Yeah, another thing I like to do is take out any gun turrets or snipers that might be there rather than the other bigger enemies. Because they're often the ones that actually hurt your hurt your allies.
Hold still. Administering enemy. This is gonna be fun.
Gonna let this guy do his thing. My gun turret thing's shooting everything basically, which is really good. Oh, he's not got that thing.
Look out! Something's headed your way!
Where? We can't see a thing from here.
It's right below you!
Not what I was after, but it'll do.
Whoa.
Look alive! Here they come!
Just gonna check this out. I love this thing. It's so cool. So if you shoot his head off, it's quite funny. He sort of doesn't really know where to go, so he just tries to flail around and try and kick you, but you don't know where I am. Oh, that other guy's shooting me. Whoa. I actually do kind of wish I put it onto normal now, just to show you how frantic it can really be. Even though I'm still having a lot of fun, it's just way more frantic in like the harder difficulties, like normal and above.
Take the lift to the left. There should be a control panel on board.
Whee!
Clear, but it'll do.
Yeah, this is like an elevator bit in the game, which, you know, as I say, so many other games have, but this one isn't actually too bad. And it, I don't, as far as I remember, you don't actually ever do it again. So
Not sure. Incidentally, the other lift appears
yeah,
to be in
so it
motion.
never gets old. Like you never have to keep doing it, or it never lasts too long in one go. It's just sort of a little bit to keep you going through the game and keeps things a bit new. God, it's a slow lift though, bloody hell. There we go. It's done. And that was that. There's one thing I quite like as well. The if you can see basically the entire space station. Hold on a second. When we get off this lift, I'll show you.
Hacking in. Should be okay.
So yeah, like this bit, like this is one area where you actually get to sort of have a good look. You can sort of see the space station around you. You don't get to go everywhere. It's quite a linear game in that you sort of move around, but I just think it's quite cool. Back in the day, this is pretty awesome. Like, especially as you're going around, like later in the game, you can see more of the space station. So it is a big circle, I guess, kind of like Halo or like the space station in Mass Effect 2. The downside is that some of the distant objects actually look a bit, you know, they don't look great anymore. It's a shame they didn't upgrade those sort of textures in this PC port. Maybe they couldn't do it, or it had taken too much time, sort of resources to actually do. What they've done so far is a very good job, though. Oh, got some guys already down.
Have some juice. Hold still. Administering epi. Have some juice.
Cutscene. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go with this cutscene just to sort of show you that.
Elena, isn't that Professor Candide?
Professor?
No doubt about it. Sam, you have to help him.
I know, but I'm kind of busy right now.
Just going to double check there's no pickups. Oh yeah, there's no pickups around there. So just I'll save you. Oh crap, no I won't. I love that scream. That scream's a Wilhelm scream. It's used in a lot of games and movies. So I'm glad they put it in here.
Professor! Sam!
Bad guy.
What the hell is that thing? I hate surprises.
That will be fun enough.
Zaitsev! What do you want with Candide?
There is much I want from Mr. Candy.
So yeah, if you don't know or couldn't remember, that's actually the main sort of bad guy who sort of attacks San Francisco using the space station. And he's got a badass suit.
You need practice. Let us.
I wonder if this asshole realizes we have the RC.
Whoa.
Moving pretty good for a knockoff.
Where are you on? Ouch. Okay, a bit too fast for my sniper rifle, I think. Or is he? Whoa, that's pretty cool. No, I don't think you can use the sniper. Oh, you can use the sniper rifle when you're sliding, it's just not very good. Let's go back to this. Good old fashioned machine gun.
Might as well have put a big fucking spoiler on the damn thing.
Time to button mash.
Our business here is done. Das Vidania.
No!
I have to admit, if they do make a Vanquish 2, I would love for them to keep his suit in it, like that guy, because that'd be freaking awesome. Like, imagine flying instead of just like sliding around.
Fuck me.
Wonder if they could actually do it though.
Why didn't you tell me about the professor? It didn't come up. So this is a
Cool. So yeah, I think I might sort of leave it here really. Oh, actually, no, wait. Before I do that, I'm going to switch to the keyboard mouse controls. Keyboard mouse. Oh, do I just use it? Hold on a second.
Tina and I do not fall under military jurisdiction.
Oh, cool.
Lieutenant
Right.
Colonel.
I think what
Okay,
you're trying
so
to say is fuck off.
Hacking now.
yep. Okay, so standard thing. W is forward, S is back, A is left, D is right. You know, mouse moves around.
Get out of the way.
R trigger is aim. I guess left trigger. Yeah, left trigger is fire. So E is telling me that E is activate things. It's handy. How do you reload? Okay, R is reload. That's good. What's Q do? Q does nothing. Space. What does space do? Oh, space does your sort of dodge. So if you're pressing direction, you press space. You do your dodge, which is handy.
What do I do when I get up top?
There should be a freight transport on the highest level platform. Try hacking it.
Okay, let's head for that platform.
Okay, how do I change weapon? Oh, okay, hold on a second. I think, yeah, so the mouse wheel is actually change weapon. If you don't have a mouse wheel, well, when's your mouse from? Is it like 1980s? Or, I'm not sure if there's keyboard functions. You might be able to adjust the keyboard controls. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm going to try and actually... Wow. Okay, it's actually not too bad. I'm just not very good with keyboard and mouse. I'm more of a, as mentioned, I'm more of a console gamer. How do you slide? Oh, okay, shift is slide. So that kind of works. I will admit this is a lot easier than Bayonetta. Bayonetta, I had problems trying to actually just fight in that game. This game, I guess, lends itself better to this sort of combat. Is that guy down? No, he's dead. Sorry, I keep forgetting how to change weapon. The upgrades.
I'll take this.
So as you can see, if you look at my ammo in my machine gun, it's dramatically increased. At the start, I think you have like 640 or something, maybe 700 the bullets, but I've got 1080 now. It's just through picking up upgrades, and if you, as I say, if you have full ammo in a weapon and then you pick up a new one, you do actually get a slight upgrade. It's quite a cool thing, because it just means the more you use weapons, the better it gets. That's why I tend to stick with the same weapons. I find ones I like and then I stick with them. The AI is just so stupid though. It's just standing in front of bullet fire. Kind of reminds me of Halo a bit. The original Halo, that your friendlies just used to run in and just die straight away. What's this? Oh, okay, don't touch that. That would be a bad thing. God. Sorry. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm just going to go through this a little bit, just try playing with the keyboard mouse controls. Jeez, ah. That's weird. I kept getting stuck. I think I was running into one of my allies.
That's the staircase.
Gotcha.
Okay, that thing is coming towards me. That's scary. Here you go.
This place is overrun.
They're jamming the control interfaces. You can't hack in until you get rid of those RIs.
But we were gonna get rid of them anyway.
Okay, I need to work out how to throw grenades. Let's try G. G seems... it is G. I was thinking that seems really logical, and it works. Good on him. Oh yeah, you can't climb onto those things until you've taken off the guy on top. That's what she said. my Xbox controller is still turned on and it's actually still rumbling. Even though I'm using the keyboard and mouse controls. How do you skip?
Enemy aircraft approaching at high speed.
Okay, enter skip cutscenes. Okay, cool. I think I will stop there. Okay, yeah. So I died and I got points deducted for that. So yeah, that's fair enough, I guess. Cool. Oh yeah, this is actually quite a fun scene. You're on a train basically, but I'm going to stop here. So yeah, that was Vanquish. I think that my thoughts are that it's a really fun game still. I mean, I played it back in the day. I loved it back in the day. If you played it back in the day and didn't enjoy it, you could probably ignore it. Nothing's really changed in the game other than the visuals have been improved and better frame rate, but the frame rate in the original wasn't bad at all. You wouldn't really find any more enjoyment out of this PC version. If you did enjoy the original game, still definitely worthwhile checking this out. It's not too bad price wise. In the UK it's £14.99. Unless you pre-ordered it, then it's I think you got it for like I'm not sure actually. No, that was it. If you own Bayonetta on the PC and then you buy Vanquish, you actually get a discount, but I'm not sure if that discount's a limited time only. But yeah, so you, if you already played it before in the past, definitely worth checking it out. Let's go back to the title screen. Definitely worth checking out again. It's a really fun game. They've upped the frame rate, they've upped the graphics a bit. If you didn't get to check it out originally, definitely worth checking out. There's not really any other third-person shooter like this out there. It has the sort of cover-based tactics of Gears of War, let's say, but the suit and the sort of the speed that happens in the game, it makes it so much different. You get barraged by like enemy fire at times, especially later in the game. You come to the sort of battlefield areas which are just so manic. You get like enemies that fire like tons of missiles at you. And I was playing on casual, and casual is pretty easy. As soon as you stick on normal or above, you do find it a bit more challenging. The only reason I had on casual was simply because me talking and trying to point things out when you're getting shot at is actually a pain in the arse. I was trying to test it out earlier and I just kept dying. So brilliant stuff, guys. If you haven't already, check out Megavision's magazine. We cover everything Sega related, and we hope to have a review of Vanquish in the next issue, along with tons of E3 stuff that we're looking at doing. The team is going to E3 this year. But yeah, great stuff, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed Vanquish. Cheers.